Hi there. Let's talk about Excel Project 3. It's on the Canvas. It's one of the requirement for the class. So if you hit this Word file, then that's the instruction of the project. This project is about the stock and bond valuation. And let's just do question number 1 first. A common stock just paid a dividend of $2 and the dividend is growing at 8% for 3 years. Then it will grow at 4% in perpetuity. What is the stock worth when the discount is at 12%? So when you open an Excel file, something you can do is create a 2 column. One column record for the year number, okay, and another column record to the cash flow, and this time is a dividend. All right. So you have year 1, year 2, year 3, and since this is a perpetuity problem, and perpetuity stands for forever, okay, so I'm going to drag it all the way down to simulate a lot of years. Let's say, just say 300 years, 387 years, or you can drag it down for 200 years, 2,000 years, really up to you. As long as you have a lot of years, that basically is a good representation of a perpetuity. All right, and now let's talk about dividends. So dividends at the time 0 is $2. You see the tense is past tense. So just paid basically means that today the dividend was $2, and you do not have that. That's some dividend already delivered to other people. Okay, but you can use that as reference to get the future dividends. Okay, so the first year dividend basically is $2, okay, times 1 plus 8%. Okay, 1 plus 8%. Oops, my shift key is not really working. Okay, all right, so you got $2.16, and in the second year it will grow by another 8%. Okay, 1 plus 8%. All right, so it will grow to 2.33. Okay. And the next year, just to drag it, so it will be last year's dividend times 1 plus 8%. So that's the growth for the first 2 years. And then your dividend will grow at 4% in perpetuity. So starting in year 4, it will grow at 4%. So I'm going to use 1.04 to stand for 1 plus 4%. Okay? And then I don't need to calculate all of the next years, so I just simply double click the bottom, or you can simply drag it all the way down. It's really up to you. Okay, it's really up to you. You can drag it or you can double click. Alright, so I want to know the stock worth, but I'm not gonna simply add all of this cash out, because if I do that, there's gonna be an infinite amount of cash. However, I'm going to get the present value of the dividend. Okay, okay. And when I discount all of the dividend, I would get their present value, and the discount rate is 12%. So I'm going to use this first year dividend divided by 1 plus 12%, and you can use 1.12. That's easier, raised to the power of a year number, which is 1. Okay, so $1.16, if you discount it to today's dollar, a 12% rate is going to give you a 1.93. Okay, I just simply drag it down. You see the next year's dividend when you apply the discount for 2 years, so it will give you 1.86. And then I just double click it. Before you double click, make sure you hit the right bottom corner when the mouse change from a blue the white cross to the black cross. Okay, double click. Alright, and now you can feel safe to sum them up. Alright, just select all of them. You can use Control Shift and then down arrow. Okay, Control Shift down arrow. Okay, to select all of them. Okay, or you can simply remember the sales row number. Okay, this is 387, and then put that right here, 387. Okay, to close it. So your story is if you have an endless amount of years, and your dividend will grow larger and larger to millions of dollars. But if you apply the discount, okay, if you apply the discount, it will shrink at the present value to literally 0. So basically you are just adding all zeros after a limited number of years. So your total is at 28.89. Right, so that's the Excel way to do it, the computer way to do it. However, in a exam that is in class, when you do not have a computer power, then you will need to start right here. So you still have to calculate the first 4 years of the dividends. Why do you need 4 years, not 3 years, not 5 years? It's because your first growth rate 8% lasts for 3 years, and then it will grow at 4% rate. Okay, so that's why you need 3 plus 1 years of a dividend. All right, and then you need to find price 3. Okay, your price 3 is the 4th year dividend divided by the 12% rate minus the 4% growth rate in the second stage. Okay, the second stage starting from year 4 all the way to infinity. All right, so that's your price 3. Okay, and then you are going to use your, I should put a price 3 right here. Okay, and then you are going to use the NPV function. All right, so the NPV, basically that's your stock price. So you start with the NPV, and then you put a 12% rate at the beginning, and then you select your cash flows. You have dividend 1 as cash flow 1, dividend 2 as cash flow 2, and dividend 3 as cash flow 3. But dividend 3 is just a part of cash flow 3. You also need to add price 3 in there. Okay, so basically this scenario assumes that you hold the stock for only 3 years. So during your 3-year holding period, you receive dividend 1, dividend 2, dividend 3, and then you receive a price 3 when you sell the stock. Okay, that's the price you get paid. All right, so you're not assuming to hold the stock forever for perpetuity. We're assuming that you hold the stock for only 3 years. And then if I hit enter, then you will see it is the exact amount as if I put a limited number of dividends. Okay, so this method, this NPV method, is more suitable for in-class exams, or you do not have the computer power to simulate thousands of years. Okay, you can just use the first 4 years of dividends to get the stock price. Okay, so that's question number 1.